Welcome back to the first round of the BetVictor shootout. It's time now to welcome the players. We begin with the 15-year-old Ukrainian sensation, Iulian Boiko, and a player fresh from the quarterfinals of the German Masters, Jordan Brown.
Yes, undoubtedly, Iulian Boiko, the first ever professional from Ukraine, one of the most exciting players to have emerged in the last couple of years, turning pro last year, becoming the youngest ever to do so at just 14 years of age, and then becoming the youngest ever player to feature in World Championship qualifying, losing to Rory Thor, but a player of whom much is anticipated. For Jordan Brown, celebrating, as mentioned, his first ever ranking quarterfinal appearance just last week at the German Masters, so he comes into this tournament on a high.
Yeah, 11th year of the shootout now. In this couple of years, I think there's been a little tradition. There's been a rendition of the crowd of the Stranglers, Golden Brown for Jordan Brown, but none of that this year. Good young player, young Iulian Boiko. Looking forward to seeing a lot of him in the future. He's had a tough, start as a professional, but he is very, very young, as we know. He's going to improve month on month, you would think.
And he won't have any trouble adjusting to the shot clock, because when he played in the World Snooker Federation Open, he was playing at an average 16 seconds per shot, made the final losing to Ashley Hugill, but got his 2-year card as a result of that performance. Likes to get on with it, so he'll be in his comfort zone in that regard.
Looked pretty straightforward, that, but you could see Jordan was mindful of reaching the cushion again. So
first blood to the Ukrainian, making his second shootout appearance. Lost in the first round last year to Chang Bing-Yu. Oh, but he's missed the pink. That was always high.
Iulian Boiko, 1.
I think he actually had to play it with a little bit of left-hand side to square it up. I don't think he could get the pink full in the face. So after a good opening red, if this red goes in for Jordan, he's going to have a gilt-edged chance to score.
1.
See it there? I think he did. I think he just had to play it with a little trace of left.
Seven. Eight.
This has worked out beautifully, actually. Get the black on the blue spot way up there out of harm's way. Just work on the pink. See, the pink also goes to this pocket, just looking at that. So this is a brilliant chance.
15.
Jordan making just his third shootout appearance. Made the second round last year, was knocked out in the first round in 2019, so he'll feel as though he's due an extended run insofar as you can ever predict anything about the shootout.
Twenty-three.
In the shootout down here, I was talking about crowds. That's the only downside about the pink being on the black spot. You get the Pink Panther theme every time you knock it in. But hasn't he taken these lovely? You know, it was a decent chance, yes it was, with the pink over the right middle, but his cue ball's been exemplary.
And he's playing, Alan, in a very measured way, which demonstrates that actually, even though in the first half of the match you've only got 15 seconds and now you've only got 10 in the second half, that is plenty of time if you're in control of your emotions.
Yeah, sure is. That's a good point
44.
as well, Philip. And you know, now we're into the second half of it, obviously, with an easy plant there, it looks unmissable. So. But yeah,
45.
You do change, obviously. You get into the second 5 minutes, you got that little bit less leeway. But it's quite nice when you got a 40-odd point lead. And this is, I think, the last chance saloon, this shot right here. If this red goes in, he's going to be nicely on the pink again, and it's going to be job done. But last chance saloon it was. Still plenty of time here for young Iulian.
Jordanom
If he can
Braunom,
find
51.
one good positional shot.
Just the pace that kept that red out. How significant will it prove to be? Oh, again, though, he's high into the right centre pocket, just as he was with the pink.
No bad thing, actually, that Jordan's not been left anything here. He's quite happy just to retreat to the long grass. The best shot he's ever played, mind you.
Well, it feels like this red has got to go. A tendency when you're in the kind of position that Boiko finds himself in right now is to rush. Desperate to make something happen, to try and claw your way back in. Just makes an already difficult pot even more tricky, and Jordan Brown now heading towards the winning line in this match.
Seven.
And by and large, he's looked very composed out there, and that is the key. Boiko with the early opportunity, missed the pink to right centre. And ever since then, Brown has been in charge.
14.
And I think he's got a pretty good game for this shootout business, as Big Jordan knows the game inside out. Good technique, and as you say, he's looked pretty calm. The sort of guy that'll have prepared for this. I think one of those guys that
21.
when the draw's done later on today for round two, you know, you don't want to face him.
$22.
Well, we had a few nail biters yesterday, and I'm sure we've got plenty more to come today. But this one has been something of a cruise for the Northern Irishman.
30.
Was presented with a very good scoring chance right at the beginning of the frame, and he took full advantage of it.
$37. $38.
Just applying the finishing touches, and already looking forward to the round of 64.
45.
It's never been further in the shootout.
10, 9, 8, 7.
The red doesn't matter. Iulian Boiko will look back on the pinky miss early in the piece. But it's Jordan Brown of Northern Ireland who is delighted to have booked his place in round 2 by 96 points to 1.